Hey guys, welcome to speed reviewing 40 new products from Sephora that I've been testing. Now this is actually part 2. I'm gonna link part 1 down below if you want to see, like, we have primers, foundation, concealer, liquid bronzers. I'm gonna finish up the blush section in the beginning of this part. But yeah, these speed reviews are long and tiring, so I like to break them up when they get really long. But if you're coming over from part 1, I'm happy to see you again. We're just gonna, well, first, if you've never seen a speed reviews before, essentially every single product that I talk about, it will end up in a speed reviews video after I've tested it multiple times to hold myself accountable. And I will not be one of those influencers that tests a product and you never hear about it again. You're hearing about it right here. Okay, blush. We are starting at a pretty new one. Oh my gosh, it might be a new day for you, but it's 10 minutes later for me. I'm kind of hot. This is a pretty new one, but I have my opinions down pat. I would say it's the new Haus Labs Color Fuse Glassy Blush Balms. Let me be the first to say, typically, not a big blush balm person, but these are nice. These are a good quality blush balm. I would say I even prefer these over the Pat McGrath ones. Very creamy, very easy to blend. The only thing is, if you wear a lot of matte makeup, this will look ill-fitting on the face. Like, you have to have the right products to pair with this, because I've worn a base that was too matte with this a few times, and when I put this on top, it just didn't look quite right, because you would see that straight line pretty much from matte to glowy, and it was just too glowy, too wet, to where it made underneath the blush look weird. So it doesn't fit in seamlessly on a matte look, as you can probably imagine. But if you're into the dewy look, tinted moisturizer, not too much powder, I think you'll really enjoy these. Okay, we're into powder blushes next. So I have 3 of the new, well, these are all 3 of the new Dior Backstage blushes that launched. There are 3 new colors, and each one really has its own personality, and I have different thoughts about each of them. Was most excited about Lilac. If you saw the swatches from the marketing, there was no color to it, and there still is no color to it, but let me stand up for this blush. Yes, its swatch is pathetic, but it is quite pretty and sheer, like a watercolor over my cheek. Not somebody with a deeper complexion, so that's a bust. But I've always liked these blushes and need to stand up for them because it's about that watercolor easy effect on the cheek and application. This is pretty. You don't need it if you have the original pink one, but it's pretty. Then we have Coral. This is going to be a gorgeous color for this summer. Not a unique color by any means. Again, it has that watercolor effect that I like, but it's not a unique color, not a must-have. But for me, I love this shade Bronzed Glow. This gives a tanned blush to you. It gives you a glow. You look bronzed, like you spent some time in the sun, but it's still a blush. It's a good blonder, but leaning towards blush. It's not as brown as you think it is. Beautiful. Toasted. Makes you look toasted. Then we have powder blushes from Kosas, which in my opinion, not hyped up enough. People are talking trash about this, and I'm like, no, it's so good. So these are the Blush is Life. They're a baked formulation, so they have that marbled look that you'll see from Hourglass, from Laura Geller. So they aren't anything that we've never seen before, but they're so beautiful because they give a glow to the cheek without emphasizing any texture. It's so smooth. There's no glitter or shimmer particles that are visible to the skin. I think these are a beautiful formula on mature skin because there's no trace of glitter, but it has that satiny plush glow to the cheek. Yeah, I mean, people keep talking about how these aren't unique or anything, but I think they have a special quality to them. Comparing them to a lot of the blushes that have launched, these to me are one of the more special ones, seriously. And then we have some like shimmery blushes. So Fenty Beauty launched a summer collection, all limited edition, and in the summer collection there was a new limited edition formulation. It's the Velour Blush Lighters. I picked up one shade in Hot Cheeks, and it's so good. It's peachy, but it has like a gold shimmer to it. I think it's stunning. Now it's different from the Kosas. The Kosas is so smooth. This one, it does have shimmer particles, but I'm not offended by it if I'm being honest. And I think it's so pretty on its own as a light layer or built up on top of a matte blush. I love this glow. It gives NARS Orgasm vibes where it has that peachy color and then that gold shift. I really, really like this. I think it's stunning. And these I've talked about so much. I guess they just haven't had an opportunity to end up in speed reviews yet. So I'm going to breeze through this because I've talked about it so much. The Rare Beauty new powder blushes. But these are too shimmery for me. Like really reflective. It truly is like a pink highlighter or whatever shade. And a lot of the shades in this line aren't flattering on me. Some of them are so dark on me, which is fine, but there's only like two that I like, that I think are pretty, and a lot of them look like they'd be pretty, but then it's a lot on the cheek. Anyways, these are okay. I think they're overhyped. I think the two colors that I like are beautiful on the cheek as a blush topper, but on the cheek alone, it's a bit much in terms of the glowiness. It looks like I wrongfully grabbed a highlight and put it on my cheek, but some gals are loving it. I just think for me, I don't like shimmer everywhere, and that's really shimmery. And then this highlight, oh my gosh, it's one of my new favorite highlights. It's from Fenty Beauty. It's the light diffusing highlighters. They're called Demi Glow. Nothing is demi about this. It's really reflective, but another one that's so smooth. It almost melts into the skin like butter, and then you can't tell really where the highlight starts and ends. It's super soft. I wouldn't take this to travel, but even though it's so buttery, it also is so reflective. Like it looks like glass on my skin. Such a good highlight. So that's it for complexion. We're going to move into eyes, where we have a very large number of two eye products. The first one is from Kopari, and this I was really excited to try because it's sold out. It's their new Free the Brow Gel. Unfortunately, this doesn't have the hold that I need. It's kind of like a style of the Rephr that's really popular. Rephr started it, but a lot of other brands have now branched into trying a gel like this. It doesn't get goopy or dandruffy in the eyebrow like some of these products can, but my hesitation with these is my eyebrows just fall with these. The shape that I gave them fell within the first 30 minutes, and you'll see in the demo how lifted I left them, and now they just fell. So these don't have good hold, unfortunately. If you want good hold, the Rephr holds well, the e.l.f. holds better than this, and it's more affordable. MCO Beauty has a good one. This was a bit of a bummer for me. I thought it was going to be good. And then, not a new product, but new to me, I opened up a fresh Definicils mascara from Lancome. I've used this over the years, but it had been a long time. And why I used to be so attracted to this years ago is because it does have a very nice small applicator, and my lashes are very small, so I'm always attracted to a small spoolie here. It gives nice length. I like it. At first, when I tried it, I was like, I don't see why this has been such a popular mascara for so many years, but now I do see it. It gives great length, great definition, really light, can hold a curl. I do miss some volume with this. When I wear this, I wish my lashes could multiply in volume, but great for length and definition. Lips, we'll start off with like the balms, the treatments. I have a new shade from Pharmacy. It's their lip smoothie in the flavor. I'm used to saying shade, but this is the flavor Pear Kiwi. What a fun summer scent. It smells so fruity. It makes me want a gummy. I really enjoy this lip mask. I do think it's better than Laneige, but I love Laneige. But no, these are really soft, really hydrating, and they come in delicious scents. They have a little bit of a glow to the lips. An underrated product in my opinion. Their lip masks over at Pharmacy are really nice, and they have really yummy flavors. I'm really enjoying this Pear Kiwi. Feels really lightweight on the lips as well, but not the longest longevity. Not the best longevity. And the other lip treatment that I have is from Dr. Dennis Gross. It's the Plump and Repair Lip Treatment. Now, this was quite viral on the internet. I did get it in PR, because honestly, I don't really believe in these products, so I wasn't going to spend my own money on them. Surprisingly, I think this works. I think it does a little something. And it has results, but it doesn't hurt. I mean, after a couple minutes of it being on the lips, you definitely do feel a little bit of a burn, but it's not really painful. And when I take it off, I'm like, you know what? My lips do look more plump. So it's obviously temporary results, but it does what it says it's gonna do. I'm not gonna lie. But it's not life-changing, but it works. So I'll give it that. Glossier, this is a newer product, but they did just launch their lip liners. What do they call these? I guess just lip lines. Anyways, I really like the colors. They're very natural. They used the color of people's natural lips and nipples. I think that's a fun fact to create the shade range here, and I can tell it's very, very natural. So really great shadows behind lip colors these give. They don't give full opacity. They kind of give like a blurred edge, which I think is interesting. It's not like super blurred, like you can't get any definition, but it's not the most defined line, but it does glide on really smooth. It sets down, and I don't even care that it gives more of a blurred line because super long lasting, you guys. These set down and they last. So if you want a good natural lip pencil that's gonna last, the Glossier ones, really, really nice. I've spent, I feel like, months wearing these lipsticks from Lancome because they've just been sitting in my speed reviews drawer. These are the La Absolute Rouge Into Matte lipstick. So they're like a soft, powdery matte with not too much opacity to them. They have some sheerness to them. So pretty. They are like butter on the lips. Really lightweight so they don't feel drying, and the colors are really soft and pretty. They have a nice powdery smell. I think the packaging's fantastic. I really like this range of lipsticks. If you're offended by fragrance though, you might be offended by the scent of this, but I don't know, I really like these lipsticks. I've used multiple colors in my favorites videos. This has been a range where I kind of didn't want to take it out of my speed reviews drawer because it's so convenient to grab for, and I love the natural color range here that they have, and the pigment level is buildable. Great throw on lipstick. Really light, really comfortable. Ilia also just launched these lip sketch hydrating crown, excuse me, and it's just like a fat lip pencil. It's a little bit softer and more hydrating than a typical lip liner, but it has more hold than a regular lipstick, so it really is a hybrid of the two. I love this. I love chubby pencils like this because I do naturally just have smaller lips. So this is really easy for me to apply, just to throw in the purse. It's the only product that I need. I don't pair this with another lip liner. Really great longevity. And this Banquette color, so pretty and natural for natural makeup days. I love this little pencil. I love the color that I picked out, and I love the formula here. It's hydrating, but it's like kind of matte, so it lasts a long time, as it should, with it being this lip liner chubby pencil formulation. And yeah, you get really nice, easy defined lips, and you just fill it all the way in, and it's a lipstick. So love this. Definitely want to pick up more colors of this. This is a good one. YSL spent a lot of money, I feel like, marketing this launch. These are their Love Shine lip oil sticks. I don't care for this formula as much. YSL, like, don't get me wrong, they create beautiful lip products, but these are a bit underwhelming to me. They're really thin on the lips. They do have a little bit of like an oil to them. It's like a thin oil. So if you like a thin lip oil, you actually might like these. But if you know me, I like them like really thick, like the Dior ones. So these are too thin for me. They don't leave enough color around, and I don't think they last that long either. I would more so recommend their Candy Glaze to give a hydrated lip feel, but also give a really glowy look, because these aren't really glowy either. They are like a thin oil, but without the benefits of like the super reflective glowiness. I'm underwhelmed by these, if I'm being honest. Beautiful packaging, feels gorgeous on the lips, but not the formula that I would go for or recommend from YSL. And then I picked up two colors from Charlotte Tilbury's lipstick line. If you know me, you know Charlotte Tilbury has my favorite lipstick formulations, so I love the formula. It's about the colors. Penelope Pink. I really like this color. I forgot how nude it was. I purchased this because my mom and I had shared this when I lived with my parents years ago, and she kept Penelope Pink, so I kind of forgot about it. But it is a classic, very popular color from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's the kissing formulation, so it gives some nice hydration. Really pretty nude. I wish it was more pink though. It reads kind of warm. And then the other one that I picked up is a matte one, which Charlotte Tilbury doesn't have my favorite matte formula, but it's still a good one. Another oldie but goodie, Very Victoria. This is such a good everyday lip color. Like, it just goes with every single look. It's a soft color, it's buildable, you can have it more sheer, you can have it more full pigment to what you see in the bullet here. Great formula, interesting. I didn't end up loving Penelope Pink as much as I thought I would, but I really have been enjoying Very Victoria. Penelope Pink needs a lip liner for some contrast. I have had a lot more fun with these than I thought I was going to. These are the Milk Makeup Kush Lip Oils. I said this in part 1, but it just seems like Milk comes out with really gimmicky kind of products. And this read really childish to me, but honestly, I've been using these a lot. The colors really sheer. There's not much to differentiate from one to another, but they all have a flavor. And this kind of tickles childhood me because there's chocolate cake. It smells like chocolate cake. Orange Crush. It smells like orange. So that kind of vibe. They're very sheer. Good formula. Not the longest lasting. I just really like to smell them when I apply them. Which one is this? Cookie dough. Oh, it smells so good. Buy these for the smell. But are they the best lip oil in the world? No. But I've surprisingly been using them all. And normally when I get full color collections, I'll give away most of the colors and keep one or two. I'm so attached to the fragrance of these that I want them all. So I'm going to keep them all. Dior launched lots of new colors in their already existing lip formulas. I didn't pick up every color, but I did pick up every color in the lip oils. I don't know why I do this to myself. These are sheer. The only shade that has a little bit of color that I have is the Bronzed Glow because look at how dark it is. The other two very sheer, but this is one of my all-time favorite lip oil formulations. It's the opposite of the YSL. It's thick, it's really glassy looking, really glowy. And even though these two shades are sheer, I know I'm going to get use out of them. I throw these in my purse. I just put them on over my lips when I have nothing on. They're hydrating. They're very expensive. But I love my Dior lip oils. So even though buying all of those colors was pointless, I still like them. I also picked up one of the Lip Glow Color Reviving Balms in the pink lilac. I only had one other one, and these are very sheer. But I swear, this color, it has color. It leaves like a popsicle color to the lips, and it's really pretty. People are trying to gaslight me and say it does nothing. Like, no, it leaves a really pretty pop of color to the lips. It doesn't look like what you see. It's like popsicle-y, and it's really hydrating. I really enjoyed this. Way more than I thought it would, and I also think the packaging is best of Dior right here. I think this pink is just gorgeous. So, no, this has a little bit of color. It's subtle, but it's gorgeous, and I love the formulation as well. And then this one I didn't need. It's the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer, and I got the lilac one as well. I purchased everything from the lilac collection. It's got a weird milky color to it, but I kind of like it. It's really unique. If you put just a little bit, it's going to be completely sheer. If you build it up, you'll get a little bit of color from this. Could read unflattering if you build it up too much, but I like this formula. It is very sheer. It has a minty, plumpy kind of sensation to it. Didn't need it, but I'm not mad that I have it, so don't make me feel bad. And then the last product, we're on product number 40, are these Gisou Honey Infused Lip Oils. I have a couple other shades that are running throughout my purses. I like these. They're a thinner lip oil formulation, which, as I've told you, isn't typically what I like, but it works in this formula here. It's not the longest lasting, but these have a really reflective look to them, and also these two darker shades that I happen to have. I have lighter ones too, but I like the pigment that these have. They give a sheer tint that's really pretty for the summer. No, I like these, and the packaging is just as great as well. I would recommend these to my friends. I think this is good. I would also recommend the Dior lip oils, but these are good in a different way. So I've been enjoying them. They're thinner, but they have a little bit more pigment than the Dior. They're really glassy, not as long lasting, but whatever. That's that on that. And there we have it. That is finalizing all 40 products from Sephora that I've been testing, and I am ready to put these products in my main collection because they are getting kicked out of my speed reviews drawer, which 40 plus products later, because I had a lot of colors in each of these, my speed reviews drawer has some space for some new products, which is nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already checked out part 1, make sure you do that. I'll have it linked below. It doesn't really matter what order you watch them in. So we have a lot more amazing products in part 1 that you might want to check out. Good launches, really good launches lately. So make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel for more reviews, for more first impressions, and for some more speed reviews. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.